finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
So here's Miami's starting group. They've got Andrew Wiggins, Hero out there with Mitchell. Then there's Powell, and it's Adebayo in at center. And for Houston, Smith and Şengün make up the 4 and the 5. The perimeter pair will be Thompson next to Durant, and it's Shepherd in at the 1 spot. Well, the sand has basically run out on the proverbial timer. At this point, Greg, you're either in or you're out.
Yeah, for most teams, the future is certain. It's the playoffs or 1, 2, 3, Cancun. Teams are either building for the future or liking what they've got.
And the dunk by Powell.
Rising to the rack, Norman Powell, folks. That dude will punch it on you.
Outside, KD. And he gets the bucket.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Mitchell outside. Powell outside. Mitchell left side. Offensive rebound. Adebayo. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Jabari Smith picks one up.
And attitude plays such a big role in Adebayo's game. This guy is a worker. Doesn't mind getting his hands dirty if it means getting his team ahead.
Free throw good, Adebayo.
And you watch Adebayo, he really has everything you could ask for from that 4-5 position. Not a stretch big per se, and that's partly why he shoots such a high percentage.
And so he makes both from the line. About a minute played so far here in the first. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
I was able to talk with the head coach of the Rockets for a minute. Like everyone, he's impressed with Adebayo's relentless nature. He said, quote, "We have to match his intensity at both ends, trying to keep him off of the glass and trying to keep the ball out of his hands. Coach knows they can do it for stretches, but he wonders if they can do it for a full game." Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thank you.
This is how Adebayo typically gets his points: off the roll, off the lob, or off the glass.
So, Clark, when you think about the league's natural scorers, Norman Powell has to be on that list.
For sure, and I think he's underrated, but everybody can't get top billing on the marquee. I mean, there are going to be guys that do great work that don't tend to get the attention that other guys do. But you look at his production, especially when his minutes go up, I mean, he can put it in the basket. He's a hard guy to deal with. He gets it in transition, mid-range game, shooting threes, and if you're not careful, he'll posterize you too.
And here is Powell following the 3 from Kevin Durant. Just 5 on the clock. And Hero the bucket on the assist by Powell.
Oh, and the touch on the interior. Hero can hit jumpers as well as capitalize in close.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
4 straight hoops. Ideal start for them.
Houston shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Durant.
Such a unique player. Kevin Durant, pure shooter, incredibly skilled, all at nearly 7 feet tall.
Mitchell finds Powell. Inside, Adebayo. Şengün with the rebound. And it's Şengün with the ball for Houston. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
And here is Powell, following the three from Jabari Smith. Wiggins from outside. The offensive rebound. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to look at some of the players that are contributing in areas you might not expect. The top rebounding shooting guards of the past month. Number 1, Amen Thompson.
Well, what he may give away in terms of size to some of the big men down low, no doubt he makes up for it with his agility and determination. That's what allows him to be such an outstanding rebounder.
Well, he's got the effort and the attitude and the tenacity that you need. And if you didn't have that at his size, then the big fellas would eat you up down low.
Free throw good, Adebayo. Adebayo drops them both. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Rockets leading by 3. Pass to Shepard. Back to Durant. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. For Miami, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Shots good by Hero.
And a legitimate threat to connect from deep. Hero doesn't lack confidence trying his luck from there.
Now here's Durant. 8 points for him. Out to Smith. Here's the 3. Rebound by the Heat. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
Yeah, and I think they just seem to be a page behind, a step slower out there all game.
The shot by Powell, no good.
Really good shot contest there. It made it tough for the shooter.
Here's Thompson. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
Powell outside. Pass to Adebayo. It's rebounded by Şengün.
As he often does, he gets to the rim, but that's just stellar defense.
Here's Shepard. Still scoreless. Here's KD. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
He's lifting up this team with his offensive output. What a big-time quarter for him.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. With 1 game to go, let's take a look at how the final seeding will look in the East. You look at Miami. They would be at the golf course if the playoffs happened today, looking to make a final push.
And you know, for the Heat, they have their postseason journey mapped out. This is their last game before the play-in, which they are a lock for, hoping to break through from here and into the playoffs.
Now Adebayo, hoping to put that miserable performance against Toronto behind him tonight. Adebayo with a screen for Mitchell. Miami no good on that time either. Houston leading by 4. Pass to Shepard. Down low. Deflects the pass. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession.
All right, a moment to check out stats for Durant. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. And his playmaking ability, unquestioned, one of the top 15 assist men in our league.
And as you said, one of the NBA's most potent scorers. Always up to the challenge. His top 5 ranking has him right there with the elite. Now here's Durant. His last outing, he had 24 points. 4 on the clock. Shoots over Hawkins. No good from Durant.
He just missed it. He's typically solid from mid-range.
Wiggins passes to Hero. Back to Wiggins. Adebayo, high post. Hero kicks to Wiggins. Launches it from deep. And again, it's the Heat missing. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Houston. They lead by 4. Şengün passes to Smith. Pass to KD. Houston needs to get a shot off. And it's Shepherd missing. The Heat trail by 4. Powell with it. Now defended by Şengün. And Wiggins throws it down.
Rising above the rim, Wiggins encounters very few defenders who can meet him up at that apex.
Smith outside. The 3 from KD. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Durant's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for Houston.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Back to Hero. From downtown, connects from three-point range. Hero's got 8.
Such a competitor. Hero got fired up by their last 3.
Smith with a screen on Hawkins. And it's Durant missing. He'd have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. And again, it's Miami with a 3.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Durant. 13 points in the game. Stolen by Hero. Durant against Hawkins. Unloads. Rebound by Smith. Houston's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you. Well, a bit of youth movement for the Miami Heat. Their rising star guard, Tyler Hero, said, "We've got a bunch of young guys who can come in and put in the work, and that's what I'm all about." This is an organization that values that, and it's important that we all have the same vision as the young guys start to grow up. Back to you guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks. And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Houston with a big group substitution here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Şengün. Green comes in for Jabari Smith. Tari Eason's checked in for Kevin Durant. And Okogie subbed in for Shepherd. Heat also with the sub. Larson's checked in. And Miami has possession. They trail by 1. Good ball movement here by Miami. And Capella sends it back.
This is the real strength of Capella's game now. Outstanding at using his length and athleticism to block shots. He may not be the biggest center in the league, but he sure can jump.
Now, Hero. 14 points from him the last game against Toronto. Fires from way outside. Knocks down the 3 ball. Hero's got the game tied up here for the Heat.
Their third 3-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Back to Thompson. Shoots over Hero. And Houston again with the bucket.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Miami's gotten a lot of shots off from three-point land in the first quarter, but they're only 4 of 9. Hero with it. 11 points in the game. Wiggins outside. 6 on the shot clock, and it's in there. Adebayo's got 8 points.
Just playing so strong down low. Adebayo knows you got to be ready for the fight inside.
Thompson looking for an opening. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Rockets.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. Going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
And they've also been effective from beyond the arc tonight. And if that continues, guys, it can really open up the rest of their offense.
When you talk about Amen Thompson, Clark, one of my favorite players. This kid is great.
Yeah, he's a joy to watch. I mean, for as young as he is, the way he gets after it defensively, the way he attacks the rim, he plays with a verve and confidence that belies his youth, man. He's a special talent, a freak athlete, exceptional at the defensive end already. And his offense is only going to continue to develop. Boy, that guy could be scary. There aren't going to be many people saying amen having to deal with him.
Another miss by Houston. The Heat trail by 3. Puts it up for Adebayo and stolen by Eason. Here's Green. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. On offense, here are the Heat. Pass to Jonas. Powell outside. Here's the screen. On the wing, Jaquez gets it to go from beyond the arc. Jaquez has got his second basket of the night.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And Miami making a change here. Larson's checked in. This break gives us the chance to see which teams have been the most successful in the transition game this month. The Heat third.
I mean, it's about the pace they've played with here offensively. They don't look like they're showing any signs of slowing down.
.111 left in the first quarter. Pass to Şengün. Now Eason. Screen by Şengün. Here's Okogie. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Powell. And Ware pulls it down. The Heat shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. To Powell. To the inside. It's tipped.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And because it's still early, I wouldn't read too much into it. There's still a lot of game left.
Eason passes to Davison. Good as the jump shot falls. And the Rockets lead by 2.
Nice setup. Excellent team basketball.
Powell feeling it out a bit. The 3. And again, Miami with the triple. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Tyler Hero has been leading the charge for the Miami Heat. And it was from three-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Heat.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
Tari Eason is out there with Green. Then it's Alperen Şengün. And it's Okogie in at the 2 spot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. Where, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Şengün with the screen for Holiday. And a miss there on the triple. Miami's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the three ball well. Foul for 3. The Rockets pull it in. Last time they met was right here, and they came out with the win.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
There's all kind of talk in the game today about stretching the floor, because when you do that, everything else just becomes a little easier.
Here's Powell, following the score by Houston. Lets it fly from 18. Miami no good on that time either.
Defense practically daring him to take that shot in. It worked out for him.
Basket counts, and it's a 5-point Rocket lead. Clark, more so than ever, NBA offenses are putting the ball in the hands of their stars and letting them go to work.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, that's because NBA offense is all about creating space, and usually your star players can do that with a high level of skill, speed, shot making, and playmaking. You can create it with strength as well, playing through a guy like Jokic, Giannis, and Luka.
Where, no good. Houston leading by 5. Here's a Kobe. Pass to Holiday. And here is Şengün. The kick out to Holiday. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. Şengün's got 3 assists in the game. And so it's Powell who brings up the ball for the Miami Heat. Nothing offensively yet from them in the second quarter. And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. And the Rockets making a change here. Newton's checked in. Davion Mitchell's checked in for Miami. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Powell, no one around him. Here's Ware. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
When the shot goes up, he is not a guy you want to lose track of. Boy, that's a nice play right there.
Now, here's Şengün. He's defended by Ware. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Houston.
One shot.
The free throw dropped for Şengün.
You can almost see the hunger and focus in the eyes of Alperen Şengün. I mean, this guy completely locked in on doing as much as he can for his team when he's out there.
It's good, and the Rocket lead is cut down to 6 and the bucket from Powell.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Pass to Şengün. Shot clock at 6. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Powell outside. Now Ware. They set the pick. And here's Mitchell from the arc. And again, Miami with the triple.
Defensive mix-up for sure right there. Somehow he was left open.
Here's a Kobe. Şengün with the screen for Eason. There's the triple. Good on the three-point shot. Eason's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Powell. 14 points from him the last game against the Raptors in Toronto.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Here's Okogie. Pass to Eason. That one drops for him. Eason's got the lead up to 10 now for the Rockets.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end. He's trying to get himself into a rhythm, but at what expense?
Şengün with a screen on Mitchell. A three-pointer is right on target. Okogie's got 5 points now in the quarter.
In general, I think they're finding good looks from beyond the arc. Steadily improving as this game's gone along.
Here's Larson. It's Powell on the wing. He's covered by Eason. The shot by Powell, no good.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Now, here's Şengün. Jeff Green missing his last shot. Şengün finds Eason. Houston moving it around. No good from Finney-Smith. The Heat trail by 13. Powell with it. Now defended by Şengün. Mitchell outside. They need this. And he connects with the jumper. Mitchell's got 5 points so far.
Looking more confident offensively. I think he's starting to find a groove.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Houston with a big group substitution here. Jabari Smith, he's checked in for Green. Kevin Durant comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Thompson, he's checked in for Tari Eason. And Shepard subbed in for Josh Okogie. Now Şengün, 11 points in the game. Here's Durant. Tough two from Durant.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Up top, Hero. He's covered by Thompson. 6 to shoot. Here's Mitchell. 20 feet out. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Thompson. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. 9 points from Amen Thompson.
When he's dropping dimes, an opponent gets very nervous dealing with Jabari Smith.
Outside, Hero. Lets the three fly. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Smith's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. As a result, they've got a big lead.
And here is Hero. Following the 3 from Kevin Durant. Where? And that time, also a missed shot.
Not his best work at all. This is a quarter he'd rather forget.
Şengün with the screen for Durant. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Well, they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Pass to Fontecchio. And a wide-open look for Hero. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, Kevin. Amin Thompson, one of the most spectacular athletes in basketball. Coach Ime Udoka said he's so fast and explosive that he has the versatility to attack any matchup. Put a big body on him, he still has his advantages. We can put him anywhere in actions, and he can get downhill. Kevin, back to you.
What an athlete. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Shots good by Hero.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
Thompson outside. Back to Durant. They double-team KD. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Yeah, this is a testament to how competitive Durant is, able to score against physical defenders.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Houston. And then for Miami, Andrew Wiggins, he's checked in for Khalil Ware. And Norman Powell subbed in for Fontecchio.
KD, one of the most prolific scorers in the NBA. The intrigue is how he does it with his stature.
Mitchell passes to Wiggins. Thompson against Hero. Adebayo with this screen on Thompson. There's Hero with the 3.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumpers.
Really good point. I mean, you want to keep that balance, and attacking inside creates space for shooters, and having shooters creates opportunities inside, so it works hand in glove.
And they're not afraid to let it fly from deep. They're looking to extend their lead with the 3 ball here in the second quarter.
Powell kicks to Mitchell. Wiggins outside. Heat moving the ball around. Hero finds Wiggins. Shot from the wing. Yep, that one goes in there. Shepard with the ball. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Suns in Phoenix. The number 1 overall pick back in 2014, Andrew Wiggins, certainly capable.
Elite length and athleticism. His shot creation is more good than great. He has that 2022 All-Star nod to his credit, and of course, a championship from that same season.
Hero from long range. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Smith's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And here is Mitchell, following the 3 from Kevin Durant. And a wide-open look here for Wiggins, trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And so it's Capella with it. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. 35 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And Miami shooting the ball at 42%. Here's Adebayo. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Adebayo's got 10.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Outside, KD. Takes it inside and finished off by KD.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full-time, cold-blooded, and lethal.
And so it's the Houston Rockets cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. Back to the action in just a minute.
Hey, everybody. Psst. I got a secret. We're approaching the playoffs, and we are starting the show with a breakdown of the Western Conference standings.
Taking a look at Houston, the playoffs right around the corner. Tonight's going to be about fine-tuning and getting ready for the postseason.
Yeah, one game left to play. You want to stay as healthy as possible and go out with a win.
And moving on now to that first half, tough sledding so far for the Heat.
They've looked weak defensively. If you got any pride, they need to show it soon.
Yeah, they're serving up a buffet inside, and the other team's going for seconds and thirds.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Rockets leading by 22. Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. Hero out there with Mitchell. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Wiggins in at the power forward position. In the corner, Powell with it. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got his 3rd assist on the night. Durant against Powell. Şengün trying to free himself up. He gets it in there.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
And just a top-notch free throw shooter this year, all the way up there at 88%.
And guys, that's an increase in his free throw percentage from last year. Maybe not a large one, but it is a little bit higher, so you've got to like that progress.
And it's the Heat with the ball. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Alperen Şengün.
And one of the more active big men in our league. Adebayo never stops working.
For Miami, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
One shot.
And that one misses. Clark, when you think of 3-level scorers at the power forward position, Jabari Smith fits the bill.
Yeah, he runs like a gazelle and seems to never tire. I mean, the energy he plays with is contagious and seems limitless. He gets himself to the rim. He's got a sweet stroke. Well, I tell you, his future is really bright.
Pass to Shepard. Smith outside. And here's KD for 3. Wiggins with the rebound. Wiggins has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Right side Hero. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got 4 assists in the game. Rockets leading by 17. Durant down low. Powell's there, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Well, you're scratching your head with how do you defend a guy like Durant. I mean, his length, his speed, ball handling, all allow him to draw fouls easily.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game. The first one falls. Both shots good from the stripe. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Powell outside. Pass to Wiggins. And here is Hero. Back to Mitchell. Shoots the three. And it's Durant with the rebound.
And, that's their first miss after knocking down 4 in a row to start the half.
Smith surveying the D. Back to KD. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And just using that length to his full advantage. Durant draws the foul, and we know what usually happens when he steps to the line.
That free throw good from Durant. Durant hits them both. The Heat trail by 21. Powell outside. Good ball movement here by Miami. On the wing, Wiggins. 6 on the shot clock. Right side, Adebayo. That ball's nice feed that time from Wiggins. 14 points for Bam Adebayo. Smith outside. Powell against KD. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Durant's got 41.
Tell you what, that defense was physical, and yet Durant, with great balance and composure, just stayed with it. He's been fairly productive, but it's going to take more, either from him or somebody else.
Pass to Shepard. Back to KD. Smith outside. Now here's Durant. And he's got 41 to the middle. Here's Şengün. And he gets it to go. And that's 13 points for Şengün.
Love when Şengün looks to score, especially from the interior.
And here is Mitchell. He's got 5. Powell for 3. Drops in the tray. Powell's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Heat.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Here's KD. Bucket is good. Durant's got 43 points.
Boy, he's been a monster this quarter, carrying the load for sure.
Hero from long range. It's rebounded by Houston. Smith's got 7 rebounds in the game. It's Durant on the wing. 43 points in the game. Here's Şengün. Plays it up and banks it in. Şengün's got 15.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Adebayo with a screen on Thompson. Shot's good by Hero.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Back to KD. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. KD's got 45 points.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Chance now to take a look at some of the steal numbers over the scope of the last few months for Tari Eason.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
Mitchell kicks to Powell. Over in the corner, Hero. Powell sets a screen for Hero. Rockets with the rebound. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. They host the 76ers after this game, and that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home.
Not an easy shot for a young player, but Smith Jr. really smooth that time.
Here's Mitchell. He's got 5. Outside, Hero. Sinks the triple. Hero's got 9 points now in just the second half.
What an exhibition he's putting on today. This is about as hot as you can get.
Shepard, the pass to Şengün. Goes back up. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line. Free throw, no good for Şengün.
And if you're looking for a big that locks down the middle, Şengün is your guy, a very effective player.
Hero finds Adebayo. Heat moving the ball around. Pass to Mitchell. Now here's Powell. Over KD. The shot by Powell, no good.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
Out to the right wing. Smith outside. KD looking around. Now Şengün out to Thompson. Lets it go with the 3. Wiggins with the rebound. Heat shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Here's Adebayo. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got his 6th assist on the night. Şengün with a screen on Powell. Here's KD. The Rockets again can't hit. The Heat trail by 20. Wiggins in the post. Covered by Smith.
Excellent effort that time, not only to defend the shot, but to secure the rebound as well. That's good two-way work.
Şengün with a screen on Powell. KD draws the double, and there it is for him. KD's got 47 points.
Durant has definitely been on one tonight, knocking down shots for himself at a high rate.
Here's Hero, and he banks in the layup. 30 points for Tyler Hero.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
The wide open look for Durant. No good with the triple.
He's really slowed down a bit here in the second half. He hasn't converted a 3 yet after the tremendous first half he had.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Rockets.
I love the way they're finishing, penetrating, getting downhill, taking the game to their opponents. They've been the aggressors, and that's been impressive.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, one of the most underrated scorers in the game, in my opinion, is Norm Powell. He's especially lethal and dangerous from the arc, and a real asset for this team.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Şengün. Green comes in for Smith. And Tari Eason subbed in for Shepard. And so Powell nails both of them. Here's KD. Non-stop scoring machine here. Makes it off the glass. And the Rockets lead by 20.
Durant so good at finishing in tight. excellent in the paint.
Wiggins outside. Hero against Thompson. Now Hero. He's tightly guarded. Comes up empty down low.
Give the defense credit there. Normally, that's 2 points.
Capella finds Green, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And GA, you look at all these great European players. Some saying that youth development in the U.S. could emulate aspects of what they're doing overseas in their systems.
Well, it's already going in that direction. Youngsters able to, in essence, go pro from their early teens. But the academies they've set up over there, they are, no doubt, intriguing.
Adebayo with the bucket.
And it's been an efficient game for Adebayo. He's done a nice job finding the holes in the defense.
At the elbow, it's Thompson. Pass to Eason. Here's KD. It's up a three. They grab their own miss.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Powell, the pass to Wiggins. Eason against Hawkins. Now Wiggins. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Powell for three. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Right wing. Eason, the bounce pass. Thompson for three. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Pass to Hero. Now Wiggins lets it go with the three. The Rockets pull it in. Green's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Now Kevin Durant. Thompson outside. They kick it out to Green. Pass to Eason. His three-pointer's off the mark. And Miami shooting a stellar 60% since the halftime break. Wiggins with it, picked up by Thompson. Hero against Eason. The kick out to Adebayo. Wiggins outside. Launches a three. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Capella's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Eason passes to Thompson. Outside Durant. Capella sets a screen for Durant. Inside. And the dunk by Capella.
No defense going to stop that throwdown by Capella right there.
And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Powell outside. Back to Hero. Down low. Here's a... Oh, man! What a finish!
Oh, that's not fair. Adebayo using his athleticism to give this crowd something to remember.
Green with a screen on Powell. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Houston on top, just dominating this one. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Toyota Center. Head coach Eric Spoelstra mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
Trust it. Good to great. Good to great.
Don't settle for average shots. Move it.
Well, Coach Spo instructing his guys, Greg, to just take great shots.
I mean, no reason to rush into a bad shot, especially with 24 seconds to work with.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Green is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Tari Eason. Then it's Alperen Şengün. And it's Okogie in at the point. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Here's Finney-Smith. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Finney-Smith's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Houston. Heat shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Adebayo down low. Şengün's there. Mitchell right side. Jacks up a three. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Green. One minute now into this fourth quarter. Here's Okogie, covered by Mitchell. Capella against Adebayo. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And, you know, Capella is so strong that you really got to wrap him up if you're going to commit the foul on him.
Well, Clark, with the game becoming more global, some are saying the NBA should adopt some FIBA rules to more closely align the leagues. Any changes you'd welcome?
Well, you know, Kevin, with all the shooting that teams possess now, maybe the league can get away from the defensive 3-second rule. I mean, there's so much switching and interchanging of players. The offenses are usually so well spread out. I think you should just maybe abandon that particular rule. Throw those big guys a bone and let them park inside at their own peril.
Okogie, the pass to Eason. To the paint. Here's Şengün. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And here's the break. Jaquez with a wide open look. Off target from three-point range. Rockets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Eason with it. Back to Capella. Over Mitchell. The Rockets with another miss. Miami's gone 0 of 3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Pass to Jaquez. Shot clock at 5. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And how about Adebayo kicking it into high gear offensively?
Okogie, the pass to Eason. With floor spacing so in demand league-wide, Clark, there are non-shooting big men on the chopping block, wouldn't you say?
I agree. I mean, for centers, you've got to have the awareness as far as cutting and moving off the ball and then using what they call circle action in the paint to create an angle for the pass and stay out of the way. Those are things that are part of the game now for the big guys.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Here's Okogie. Pass to Eason. The Rockets with another miss.
You wonder where was the defense that time, but they got lucky.
Larson lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Larson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Good work between the teammates that time, leading him perfectly.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Houston making some changes. Kevin Durant's checked in for Capella. And Amen Thompson subbed in for Josh Okogie. And Miami also making a switch. Andrew Wiggins, he's checked in for Khalil Ware. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Durant kicks to Şengün. For three. And got it! Another basket.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Wiggins surveying the floor. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Eason gets a wide-open look. And again, it's the Rockets from deep. And here are the Heat now. Pass to Larson. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. And it's Wiggins missing.
His lack of offense is certainly not helping. Tough to overcome that.
Now here's Durant. Clark, you're so familiar with the college game. What's the biggest adjustment for guys coming into the pros?
I think the strength of the NBA players, Kevin, and the pace of play, and then also the number of games. I mean, that's just a lot more than what you see in college, and how you go about preparing for that type of schedule, that type of physical talent, that type of physical wear and tear is something that no college player is usually ready to handle until he goes through it.
And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Both teams deciding to change it up. On offense, here are the Rockets. They're on a 15-6 run. Pass to Finney-Smith. For the three. And it's Kevin Durant with the three. Durant's got 58.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
For Miami, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. And here is Mitchell. There's Hero with the three. It's rebounded by Houston. Capella's got 7 rebounds in the game. Over to the left wing. Pass to Davison. No good on the three. Heat shooting 47% from the floor. Getting it done. Mitchell passes to Powell. Hero on the wing. And again, it's the Heat missing.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Here's Davison. Covered by Mitchell. Just 5 on the clock. Got a hand on it. And for the NBA, anytime there's a blip in the ratings, Clark, you've got those who will begin to criticize the state of the game. Did you find any credence there?
I think in many cases it's a bit of an overreach, an attempt to try to define something simply that's more complex, to have a simple answer for a complex situation. I do think the league is very much on the right track in continuing to listen to criticisms and then evaluate them on their merit.
Durant with it. Now defended by Powell. Powell against KD. He got it again. Sensational. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Mitchell with the bounce pass. There's Hero with the three. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 5 assists in the game. Outside Durant, Capella sets a screen for Durant. To the left side wing. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Outside Hero. They set the pick. Back to Ware. A three-pointer. Wiggins and the Heat. Another 3.
Well, I tell you what, how easy does Wiggins make the game look? I mean,
in the flow, excellent stroke from distance. That's fun to watch.
And connects again.
And never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. Their fans will be reliving this game for a long, long time. Good on the shot. Powell's got 12 points here in the second half.
When Powell's got his stroke going, he can drop a lot of shots on you in a hurry. He's a big-time point producer.
Pass to KD. Off target with his three. The Heat have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth, right around 46-47%. Heat moving the ball around. Powell outside. There's Hero with the and again for three.
He's got this defense scrambling, and even when they've got two guys on him, he just finds a way to create space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for three-pointers in a single game. For three, Durant. Miami grabs the miss. Mitchell outside. Pass to Hero. From the arc. Good! Another from three.
He's now set the team record for most threes in a game. Unreal.
And a lot of it stems from his confidence. Even when he misses, he's sure, he's positive the next one's going to go in. It's Durant on the wing. He's covered by Hero. Yep, that one goes.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Mitchell, a screen on Eason. Powell, that's good.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Outside, KD. Pass to Eason. Here's Davison. Back to Eason. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Heat.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Rockets.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And the strong effort here will convert into what will be their 50th win on the season.
And in the final game of this season series, they have to be happy earning the tiebreaker here, finishing up the year with a winning record of 2-1 against the Heat.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for KD.
He was on a tear. Everything seemed to be finding the bottom of the net for him. I'm sure he'd like to build on that performance going forward.
Hero from long range. Buries the long-range jumper. Hero's got 42 in the game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Here's KD. And it's good off the back rim and in.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And, boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that about does it for the final game of the NBA regular season. So for Allie LaForce, to my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Kevin Durant.